Well, Matt, welcome.
What's up? Good to see you, bro.
You're still alive?
Yeah,
You good?
are you?
I'm a little...
You went to both weekends?
I know. They finally caught up to me, but it's like allergies.
Okay.
Because yesterday, I think it was just eating dirt all Sunday.
Dude.
Or 2 days ago. See, I don't even know what day we're in right now.
Sunday night getting to the friends and family pickup, like, it was just all dirt. Like, I don't know what happened. Like, the Friday, Saturday night was fine, but that last night I was like, oh my gosh.
Well, even
like,
yesterday and today, we saw you couldn't see the mountains.
oh,
so
true.
So much dust.
Yeah. Just...
And I ended up walking back on Monday. I actually went back, I parked, and I went to the Lost and Found. I made the walk from the red parking all the way to the main entrance where the Lost and Found. Damn. And all she did was show me the app that was already on my phone. I was like, really? Like, I thought you guys were going to have, like, more stuff.
You didn't be like, you know who I am, right? You watched the live stream, right? I'm Coachella Angel.
That's still pretty crazy, too.
Did you want to tell that story on camera or no? Another video? On here?
Being
About
on the
losing
live
your
stream?
camera?
Yeah, and I mean, I don't know what happened. So if you're watching this video and you found my camera from Sunday, we need the camera and the footage back, or hopefully Lost and Found. They upload it. So yeah,
Do the right thing.
So I'm actually doing a vlog for weekend 2, but it's gonna be Friday and Saturday only because I lost my camera on Sunday. So
Sunday's up for the artist's imagination. Like,
yeah.
What do you think he really did on Sunday?
That's true. It's like what happened on Sunday.
Interactive journey, yeah. So, like, one of my friends was like front row for the Sahara, like all day on Sunday, I think.
Oh, it was a stag line.
And he posted on a story, like, one of his homies, like, I saw you on the live stream. I'm like, imagine watching the live stream and just keep seeing the same dude in the front. Like, this guy's dedicated, bro.
Hey, you could just screen record the whole thing and just like clip himself.
There I am.
I've only been on screen once, and it was in like 2013. I still remember 2013. It was an artist named Yell, Y-E-L-L-E. It's a French artist. And then I think it was like the Gobi 10, like early in the day, and I was on the rail, on the like, not like right dead center, but a little bit to the left. And then the video was on YouTube, and now they took it down. So Coachella archives all their footage.
That's lame.
It's crazy. I hate that.
Yeah, hopefully they like have some like on-demand service you can like watch everything.
I've heard
one day.
people were saying that in the comments or in like Reddit, they're like,
Yeah.
man, I wish Coachella offered like $10 a month and you could just watch old streams.
Because the quality's good, like the audio's good.
And then it makes you remember the night, the
Yeah.
people. But it's just too hard to do that because, I mean, everything could be done.
Yeah.
There's so many labels involved, independent artists,
That
labels,
too.
boom, they have to get permission, who's going to get royalty. I don't know, it's the right to music. So I think they do I don't know how long it takes, it's like a month or two. Certain streams are still up, and then 2 months later, they take them down. It's like after Coachella, like a month or two.
You know something interesting I learned too about that? So I was interviewing Taking Back Sunday, and this was weekend 2, so they had already played weekend 1. And he was talking about the weekend 1 performance, and he was saying that they actually asked the artists like what clips they want, because you know how they do like 3 songs per band that they upload on the channel?
Yeah.
They actually asked the artists like what songs
you want.
Like you can watch the whole performance, what songs do you think
People
you want to upload?
Promote.
Yeah. Of course, like he was saying like, oh, like there's like, you know, the number 1 hit, like your hits, like that would probably do the best. But if you want to pick the 3 that you think people would want to see the most. I thought that was cool. I didn't know that. I thought it was just like the hits, of course, and then like one other random song.
I was thinking about that too because for Peso Pluma, on weekend 1, they posted this song, or like the specific part, like on the official Coachella page, where Peso Pluma is like just singing like super fast, and he basically just shouts out Chapo. He's like, "Somos de gente del Chapo Guzman," and literally the official Coachella page posted that shit, and that was like, damn, like they had to get approved. They had to be like, oh no, we want this part.
Yeah.
And then they made that clip for that part. Like
that's crazy. It's still up?
I believe so on Instagram.
Wow.
Yeah, so de la gente del Chapo Guzman, and the scene behind him were all the dancers. It was like a shoot 'em up type of style. Like like they were all falling down, and at the end they were like around him, like on the floor.
That's crazy, dude.
So like that, to be on the main stage at Coachella, that was, to me, that's pretty crazy.
Yeah, dude. So it was cool, you know. So just to share, like, I write for a local newspaper called Coachella Valley Independent, and I'm doing a story talking about the surge of Latin artists being featured at Coachella. So I actually interviewed Angel for that, and got to talk to him, and I also interviewed Eddie Zuko, so talking about like Latin music in the desert and Latin music at Coachella. And where was I going with this?
How was the Eddie Zuko interview?
It was good. Yeah, he's like, oh, tell Angel I said what's up. I'm like, all right, I will. But yeah,
I've been on his comments for years. Like, but this was I've been a fan. I've been a number 1 fan. I've actually seen him. I saw him his first performance back because he hadn't performed. I think in 2017 he did a performance or something. It was on YouTube. Like I was looking him up because I was like, this fool has no performances, and then COVID hit. Then his first performance in LA, I think ever or something. We went, me and my sister, a bunch of us, like 5 of us, went to the concert.
That's dope.
And it was pretty sick. And then he came to the Tamale Festival. I saw him there.
That's dope. But yeah,
That's on weekend 1 too.
Yeah, it was cool to I talked to you about like that Peso Pluma set and the tribute at the end to all the artists, and like just by random, I wasn't even trying to watch it, but on Coachella on the day he played, we were walking by the main stage and I saw that whole clip, all the clips and stuff. I'm like, that's really cool. It was like super like touching tribute.
So, you saw that was
I saw all the people go by, Jenny Rivera, freaking Los Tucanes. I was like, this is exactly what he was talking about. It was so dope.
Yeah, tribute, just all the people that were at one point or contributed to the genre, and maybe they never got to play Coachella because it was a different era,
Yeah.
And that was cool. I mean, other artists have done that too.
Yeah.
It's kind of like every time they break new barriers at Coachella, they always kind of do that. So,
yeah.
But yeah, Peso Pluma, co-headliner. I thought he was better. He's probably the best set that on Friday that I saw.
Sick.
Lana was kind of too boring.
Yeah, I've never really been a fan.
Her crowd was dead too. Like I remember walking away because we stayed because I went to see Steve Angelo at the Sahara. He was closing the Sahara. And walking away, I was like, damn, it's like super empty. It's like you would think it's like 4 p.m. type of set. Like, it's for super fans, and I think they enjoyed it. And if you know every song, they were crying. It was their moment. But for someone that doesn't really listen to that music, it's like it
doesn't make sense as like a festival headliner kind of type of music. Like she's super talented and deserves to headline, but like in terms of like even comparing it just to Tyler and Doja, like the energy, the high BPMs of their music, it's like it was weird.
It was, but then Peso right before her was in that style, like just turning up, and he had the second biggest budget, brought a bunch of A-list guest performers, so I got to see both. I saw them both times.
That's sick.
Like going 2 weekends, I'm like, I'm not gonna see the same artist, and then it's like you just want to see them again. You're like, that set was fire. I'm gonna go see this shit again.
Well, it's cool they change it up too. That like not a lot of them do the same set.
Yeah, they all change it up.
We saw Tyler weekend 2, and he was kind of doing the same stuff. He didn't bring out Gambino. I was like, damn. But I love Childish
this
Gambino.
year it was kind of like weekend 1 had all the guest performers.
Yeah, I noticed that too.
And every year I feel like weekend 2 always has better guest performers.
Yeah, there wasn't really that many
this time.
This year.
Weekend 2 is kind of. I wonder what that final sales were for weekend 1 and weekend 2, because it was a not half crowd, but it was like not 100% full.
Yeah.
Or I don't know, because they made the Sahara so far that it just spread everybody out.
Yeah, I was gonna ask you, did it feel less crowded weekend 2?
Super less crowded. No, weekend 2 was way more packed than weekend 1.
Oh, it felt more packed.
Yeah.
But they said that weekend 1 sold out and weekend 2 didn't, right?
But that's a trick.
Oh, is it?
I mean, I have no concrete evidence. But
allegedly,
there's no way. Weekend 2, way more people than weekend 1. Even last year, weekend 1 sold out, weekend 2 never sold out. They ran out of bracelets at Will Call.
Oh, wow.
On Sunday last year. They were giving them like just Golden Voice like hospital bracelets because they ran out of bracelets.
Really? Wow.
And it was so like on Sunday, weekend 1 is when the most people are there.
Yeah.
And then, it's like you can't even walk. That's how it felt on Friday of last year.
Weekend 2.
On Friday when there's not supposed to be a lot of people.
Oh, wow.
And then Saturday, Sunday, parking lots got full. Like I literally lived 10 minutes away. We drove because I like to day park. It took me like almost 2 hours to park.
Damn. That was last year or this year?
Weekend 2. Last year.
Wow, okay.
So I think they definitely do that. And this year too, weekend 2 looked way more full.
Yeah, because I was seeing all their posts on Reddit like, oh, the fields are so like empty.
Green.
You can walk around. They're green, and I was like getting really excited because like, like of course there's a lot of people, but like I'm not trying to walk through a crowd, you know. And weekend 2 was just so packed, especially leaving Kid Cudi's set was like, dude, that was a mess.
So early.
Did you see Cudi?
Yes.
Yeah. So like just that whole exodus of people, like it's cool that the Sahara's parked over here, like in terms of noise pollution and stuff like that, but. If you we went from Sahara to Dulab, and you have to cut through the Quasar crowd, and it was just like, it was a mess.
Yeah, and then there was people. The Quasar was pretty packed for Rufus the Soul, and Diplo. I understand and watching Diplo for like good hour yesterday or Sunday, but Sahara had a bunch of people. Quasar had a bunch of people. Dulab because the Dulab was bigger this year too. So I feel like it was more crowded, but also that it was so spread out that people were just in different moments. You know? Outdoor theater, they had some big crowds for like Justice, and Jungle had some big crowds. I couldn't make it to Krungman, man.
That's all good.
How was it?
It was good, dude. So I had it that interview with Eddie Zuko was kind of scheduled last minute, and it was right before their set. So, you know, I was doing the interview. I'm like, oh, you know, they'll probably play the songs, the good songs I like, you know, towards the end, the crowd favorites. So I get back out, and, you know, I went to Coachella with my girlfriend Alyssa, and she's waiting there. She's like, they played all the songs you liked. I'm like, what? And they're playing stuff from the new album, which I haven't heard yet. I'm like, hopefully they'll play some more at the end. So they played through some of the new album, and then they played like 2 more songs at the end that I liked.
Well, yeah,
like, bro, I missed all the early ones, but yeah, I still got to see them. They're cool. They're rad. They're just like, they started off like really instrumental rock, and now they have vocal, like a little bit of vocals sometimes.
Yeah, I was watching their videos on
but
YouTube.
They're just
like so many people recommended it.
It's just groovy. Yeah. But
just a vibe, and then like it was like almost sunset now, 7 p.m.
Yeah, it was getting dark. And of course, like the outdoor, like I really like that spot to the right because
no one goes there.
I don't know why nobody goes there. It's just chilling right there.
Like for who was it? I went to see La Emperatriz on Friday.
They were good too. Yeah.
And I went all the way to the front right, and then Gesalfelstein. That set was crazy. And I got all the way to the front where I could see him like I was just right there. It was robotic. He was just going like this.
Yeah.
You just see his eyes glowing like yellow and shit. Like,
that's crazy.
All metallic. And then like his music's all crazy.
Yeah.
So.
But yeah, I was watching your video about like, you know, like for example, like if you're in the middle of the festival, you're gonna take the closest path to each of the stages. So if you go around the other side, you take the extra walk, like it's empty. Like and we saw Blur and Tyler like on the left side of main stage and nobody there.
Nobody there.
And same with outdoor, Krungbin, Deftones, yeah, nobody on that right side.
Yeah, it's because people don't know the festival, and then you're just following the screen. You know, it's like, oh, the light and the music. And
they're like moths.
Yeah, like a moth. Oh no, I want to go to this vibe, and then you literally just you do have to walk a little longer, but no, you get to the front.
What'd you think of the hill? Did you like the hill?
Yeah, it was pretty sick.
That was cool. Yeah.
Weekend 1, it was super empty.
Okay.
So like I didn't go to Don Dalo or John Summit weekend 1, so I didn't know how full it was. But for Steve Angelo, it was like half empty because Steve Angelo had a kind of small crowd because Friday day 1, week 1 was like very not that many numbers in there. It was actually super empty. So Steve Angelo, it was only like people like kind of to the dome. Yeah. But there was nothing like where people were going all the way to the thing. There was a few people scattered.
Was that during the day or at night?
That was a closer on Friday.
Oh, okay, cool.
Friday weekend 1. Steve Angelo. He's a member of Swedish House Mafia.
Oh, okay. All right.
And he played at the same time as Lana Del Rey.
Gotcha.
Oh, no, she started at 12. Lana started at 11:20.
Okay.
So we got to see Lana for like 30 minutes, and I'm like, I'm going to go Steve Angelo.
I'm
not staying.
Yeah.
I'm not staying for this.
But yeah, I mean, we just went to that new state for the new Sahara for Cuddy, and it was at like 5:30, so it was hot as hell out, and Sunday was like so hot. So I think most people went under just because it was shaded, but some people went to the hill, and we were like one of the first ones there to the hill, and then it just got super packed, and people were just like, you know, everyone's sitting on the hill, and people come up right in front of you and just stand.
Oh, like, that sucks.
But it was cool. I like the hill. It's like a chill spot, especially like with that stage. Like the Sahara stage always gets the most crowded, I feel like. I don't know if it's just because it's a closed space like that, like you feel more claustrophobic right there rather than an open space.
It looks
that too.
It's super cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's my favorite. The best spot in the Sahara too is like this is the stage, and you know there's the center console, the center where they run all the cables to the production, and it's always raised up like 1 or 2 inches.
Oh, really?
So you actually get to
get a little height.
Yeah,
right there?
just get in the center, and you can see a little bit in front of people, you know. And then also you see the artist, and then you see the 2 screens, and I think that's actually. I really like watching shows like that. Like I've been up close, but you really can't see what's going on the 2 side screens because it usually adds to the show. So I like to be kind of like in the center, more in the center middle. But
that's dope.
Bizarre Rap, that's the one. Okay, let's talk about which ones who you watch on Friday.
Okay,
let's take it back to the beginning.
Yeah, so Friday we got there. That was like the day we saw Deftones, so that was dope. We caught the very last song of L'Imperatrice. They were so cool. Their costumes are all dope. And then we got pretty close for Deftones, and my girlfriend Alyssa, like that's one of her favorite bands. So it's like the main reason why she wanted to buy the Coachella ticket. So we were up close, and like they started a big mosh pit. Oh, dude, there was this guy. Like I'm sure you've seen these going to Coachella and going to concerts, but like people who like seem like they've never been to a show before. This guy's up in the front with us with his girlfriend, and it's Deftones. It's heavy, right? People are starting pits and pushing. This guy's like this with his girlfriend, like back up, screaming at everybody. And some guy's like, dude, I'm getting pushed like from the back. It's like we're all getting pushed. He's like, I don't care, back up. And some guy's like getting in his face, yelling at him. It's like, dude, what do you think was gonna happen in this show? But yeah, big mosh pit started right next to me.
Especially if you're in the front. Like if you don't want, that's why you could go watch it from far and watch the screen. You know.
Yeah, I was about to tell him.
If you're up there, you better be out there for a reason.
Yeah, I got like cut on my arm. Some guy running past me to jump in the pit, but it was dope. They were really cool and like super heavy.
I saw like 2 songs from the field. I didn't get it up there. Yeah, because it was too hot. Like I try to avoid being in the sun as much as possible. Like I'd rather enjoy the indoor sets or maybe Sahara, but even then it's hot. And it was so humid on Saturday and Sunday too. Yeah,
Friday was like the windiest day of the weekend too, so it wasn't too bad. And we got there the latest that day, so we were like, yeah, we can handle. So after Deftones, we went to, we got some food, and then we went to Clowncore.
Oh, you saw that?
That was crazy, dude. Did you see videos of that, or did you go?
I saw a couple of videos. So I couldn't go because it was at the same time as Peso Pluma.
Yeah,
and I was like, I gotta see Peso Pluma. So I was like, damn, that sucks. It's at 9 p.m. But how was it? How did you experience?
It was crazy. Like, I just know that they're weird. Like, I hadn't done too much research.
I was watching some videos. I'm like, what the fuck is this Clowncore?
But yeah, like it's one guy on a saxophone, one guy on drums, and it's like super heavy, like techno, but like also like jazz fusion with the saxophone, and all their visuals are just like
creepy shit.
They had like AI porn and like meat getting cooked, and it was weird. And like the best part of their set was they played videos of like those YouTubers who react to songs.
Yeah.
So it's just like YouTubers reacting. They're like, "What is this? What
reacting to
Clowncore
their videos?
Sucks." Yeah, it's just like people like watching their videos on YouTube and like reacting and
that's crazy.
Being weirded out. They had like
how was the crowd there? Was it a lot of people?
Yeah, I mean we were pretty close. I'm trying to think. I don't think the other times we went to that tent we had to wait in line to the Sonora, but that time we didn't. But yeah, there was a lot of people. And other people were like, what the fuck's going on? You know, a lot of other surprised faces.
Well, yeah, they were probably they didn't even know what stage they're on. They're just chilling.
Yeah, and then they had like a break in the middle of their set, and they put up their PayPal code, like the QR code to send them money.
That's crazy. I bet they probably got some people to send them money.
They probably did, yeah. Some people were trying to scan it, and like it wasn't working, but I bet some people like in the front were able to.
Fuck it.
And then after that, we caught a little bit of Hatsune Miku.
Oh, yeah. I got there on her last song. Mm-hmm. Like, we ended up getting there her last song. Because it was after Peso Pluma, and then we walked by.
What did you think of that?
Well, she didn't have this hologram, right? It was
just like a LED.
I know. I wish it was a hologram.
I
thought it was a hologram.
Yeah, well, they've done that in the past. And I did an interview like with the people who were programming her set. And they didn't tell me that it was not going to be how it wasn't. Like, even the photos that they sent me were her as the light hologram, you know?
Oh, yeah.
But, yeah, they pulled it at Coachella, and it's just like a tented off screen.
No, but the crowd, the music's live. I mean, I don't know the music, but...
No, yeah, they had a live band. Yeah, it was all live.
They're playing the instruments and, like, the visuals. And then from there, Friday... Oh, so you saw Hatsune Miku?
Yeah, after that, we caught, like, 2 songs, and then... We saw that the merch line was super short, so we got some merch.
That was the craziest thing too. Yeah. Like all weekend, both weekends, no lines for merch.
Yeah, it's so crazy. I think I was trying to remember my way over here. I think it was 2 years ago and not last year. But I did a story about the merch tent. I interviewed people. They waited for like 5-6 hours.
Yeah, it was insane.
But I like that they split up artists and festival, and then they had some other tents as well.
Sales.
Yeah,
so there's they have like on the other side by the Heineken house. You gotta walk the other side of the festival. They have the 3 headliner merch.
Yeah.
The 3. And
they had No Doubt too, right?
And No Doubt, yeah. So the 4 headliners. Mm-hmm. And then, they separated the Coachella only, then artists only.
I like that,
And then there's online pre-sales and then online other merch that's not even on the festival. So people don't have to wait in line. So people were just ordering online, some memorabilia. I ended up buying just 1 shirt. I was actually looking for the Peso Pluma shirt, but that shit sold out.
Yeah.
Sold out quick.
I knew that was going to sell out.
Both
like
shirts,
quick.
the long sleeve and the other one. I was like, damn. I didn't even see it, though, because to be honest, I didn't even look at the merch.
No?
Not even once. I was like, eh.
Do you try to get a Coachella shirt every year? Or
yeah.
No? Yeah.
Something. Either a sweater or a shirt.
Some kind of thing.
So that way I have the lineup. So
Oh,
instead
yeah.
of like a specific artist, I just want to have it with whatever, something that has a lineup.
Yeah, I didn't like any of the lineup designs this year. Right? That's why I ended up getting this one with the robots on the back.
You see the one that was green that said Coachella?
I really like that one, the
sick.
front, but the back with the clouds, I was like, I don't
That's a
like
little
that
too
much.
much.
But the front like text,
Yeah.
I was like, dude, that's really cool.
That was
yeah,
cool,
That
yeah.
was, but it was like $70
The
for the long sleeve.
There's a little Yachty one that like a green one that looks super sick, but it was like limited. It
Oh,
was like
okay.
an exclusive. Yeah, I mean, I didn't really look at like all the merch, but I saw a lot of people with the Ice Spice American flag that they were selling.
That's so funny, dude. I saw some people using it as a blanket to lay on in the grass. I'm like, that's so genius.
And I saw a bunch of people with her wigs. Like
I saw your video of Rice Spice.
Rice
That was
Spice.
cracking me up, dude.
It's crazy, like super fans. And her set was fire, bro.
Yeah.
I was like, I don't know, like it's 30-minute set, like, but it was 30 minutes of like just
bangers,
energy,
dude. That's all
just
she has. Yeah.
It was like a club and shit.
Yeah.
And then
we wanted to see her.
she actually
but
sang all her songs, so that was cool.
that was I read that she like actually performs.
Yeah,
them.
she actually performed because all these other rappers, they just like ad libs,
yeah,
just
play
jumping
the tracks.
around.
Yeah.
I went to see Ken Carson.
How was that? I kept reading that like people were not like. I kept reading posts like Lana fans were not ready for Ken Carson. Like the crowds were crazy.
He played like a 5 p.m. at the Sahara, so
Yeah.
it's not even.
I know,
No,
yeah.
no one's gonna see him. But his crowd was like when I was in there, all you hear was bass. When the song would drop, like the beat drops, all you hear is bass. Like I don't know what the sound, like the lyrics.
I don't know
it's
anything.
bass and people yelling and then mosh pits. That I love going to mosh pits.
Yeah, if you watch a Coachella Angel video from Coachella, that's what you're gonna hear in the video. It's like you can watch the production and all you just hear.
Like I don't know if he makes good music or not because that shit was just straight gas.
You could just feel it in your feet.
Yeah,
you know, like
something like that. And I didn't get to I didn't see Destroy Lonely. I think it was Saturday, Sunday, and I guess it's the same label and it's the same style, just straight up mosh pits and
That's
bass,
crazy.
You know, that's a whole Playboy Cardi's label. They're both under Playboy Cardi, and I guess he's known for that too. So.
Yeah, I think the most surprised I was when I saw mosh pit start for Sublime.
Oh,
I did not expect that
crazy.
to happen. I was like, oh, okay. Maybe they were like skanking or something, not a real mosh pit. But people were like, what's going on?
I mean, it's the old heads. So that's what I like about this year's Coachella. They had artists for, if you're an older crowd,
Yeah.
No Doubt, Sublime, Deftones, Aquabats, and they had, so I had a friend, her name is Nat, she's on Reddit, like doing all of this analytics and data, and I was talking to her, she was helping me with some videos. So she ended up doing a breakdown, and at 53% of the Coachella lineup was all EDM.
Oh wow.
So 53, there's 148 artists.
Yeah.
53% were like DJs.
Wow. I'm doing another story too, like kind of similar to the Latin one with DJs. So I interviewed Disco.
Sick.
And I also interviewed, his name is Will Clark. He played at the Yuma, I think, this weekend. So yeah, I'm doing like one like that. And then the one I interviewed Taking Back Sunday for is like the kind of like
Personal, you like
the emo scene kind of here in the
Yeah.
Valley, like all the stuff that goes on at BART and Pretty Faces, stuff like that. The alternative culture that's happening in the Valley.
Do you see Taking Back Sunday?
Yeah, I didn't get to see them, but yeah, I mean, the interview was good. He was a nice guy, so yeah.
I saw the last 3 songs, I think.
What'd you
Week
think?
one. It was pretty cool, and then everybody started singing. Like I knew a couple songs. Like I didn't know the lyrics, but like I heard these songs.
Yeah,
And it was pretty fun. I like just rock bands, you know.
yeah.
Like No Doubt was so fun.
Dude,
that was the best.
Yeah, so Alyssa's a super No Doubt fan. I just knew like, you know,
Like
just a
a
girl,
couple,
you know,
yeah.
that's all I know. But yeah, I was like, I walked away like one of the top sets of the weekend. Like they were just so energetic. Like it's cool to see bands that I haven't played in a while play at Coachella because like they really care about playing and being on stage. And I didn't know how popular they were.
It felt like that was a real headliner of the weekend. Like
For
that,
real?
like Doja Cat too. Doja Cat and Tyler.
Yeah, they did great job. Like, I mean, at least because we saw a little bit of Tyler and didn't see Doja Cat. So yeah, like for us, that was the headliner. But yeah, like
But that was
so much energy.
I think that was the best set.
so much
that
fun.
that I saw the whole 2 weeks, no doubt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you see them both weekends or just once?
I saw weekend 1 and then weekend 2. I saw maybe like the first song or
okay.
2 songs, and then I did because what day they play Saturday?
Saturday.
Who did I see on Saturday? I don't remember.
Do you think like not even just like legacy acts, but like rock bands like still should have a place like Coachella, like going forward?
No, for sure. And that's what they've been doing, these pockets. So with the analytics, and there's like either 12 or 16 Latin artists, And then the same thing for hip hop. It was like 12 hip hop, and then there was like 12 or 16 rock bands. So it was kind of pretty, and then like international artists.
Yeah.
So then it's like you're targeting, if you're coming from, wherever you're coming from, if you like a certain genre of music, there's going to be like 10, 12 artists that fit that style. Plus the mainstream ones, you know, you're going to get, you might know some Tyler songs or some Lana Del Rey songs. Or maybe those people that just travel for,
just for those
house music and shit. And they just, the Yuma and the Sahara and the Dula.
Yeah.
There's people that just do that too. There's people that only come for the headliners. They only come at night, just watch 2 artists, and then they dip.
Yeah, I'm surprised to see, like, when we're leaving each night, how many people are still coming in. It's like, never too late for them, you know? But I get, they might be camping too.
That too. So having a camping spot is the best. So we ended up camping weekend 1. We would leave like in the middle of the day. So we go early, watch a couple sets, and then it's super hot. Go back in the camp, relax for like 30 minutes, you know. Some people would change, take a little nap, boom, recharge, and then come watch like the evening shows and just go hard. So come back like at 6, 7, and.
Is it still worth it to camp if you're local still?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's super, so for me, it was more. I didn't sleep there.
Okay.
Yeah.
You're not a real camper.
I'm not a real camper. Fuck no. But so I had a campsite. We did go Thursday at 3 a.m. to set up.
I watched your video. That was crazy. The convoy going throughout Coachella.
7 cars, and we ended up meeting somebody that was like our neighbor, named Fernanda from San Jose. She was cool. She came by herself from San Jose, bro.
Wow, that's
by
dedication.
herself and camped by herself. She said, I want to go, and she fucking did it. You know, that's super sick. So 3 a.m. we camped. By like 7 we were set up, and then it's cool to just like pregame, relax, sit down, take off your shoes, whatever, change, then go into the festival, come back, and then we were 5-minute walk from the exit to
not
the
bad.
campsite.
Cool.
And that's like on a normal pace without actually like trying 5 minutes.
Wow, that's awesome.
So, well, because we were there at 3 a.m. So
Yeah.
the sooner you get there, the closer you are. Unless you buy preferred camping, then you just pay for that. So preferred camping is the ones that are right outside
the first few rows. I was wondering, like, how early did they have to show up? Was there a lot of people in front of you when you showed up at 3?
Yeah, there was already a lot of people. Yeah, there was already a line. So I don't know how far in front, but there was already a line. And they opened it at 3, I believe, because on paper it said they're opening at 9 a.m. But they're already checking since 3 because they're trying to do the rush.
Yeah, get everybody in.
And we actually had a super chill security because we didn't have nothing. We didn't have no camping gear. You know, it's like, oh, no, we just had okay, cool. And then they were chill. But I saw videos of people getting searched, like, thoroughly, like 40 minutes. Someone's like, oh, they've been searching this car for 40 minutes. Someone's recording.
Wow.
And they're like, they haven't found nothing. They're making them take off their shoes. Like, it's crazy.
Yeah, it's so weird to see, like, the varying security people that work there. Like, some take their job super, super seriously, and some are just like, whatever. Like, all 3 days, our bags, like, barely got checked. Like, look at it. Okay, you're good to go. Like,
there's a couple times I had my backpack on, and they're like, just come through, just go.
Yeah, they didn't
even open my bag. I could have, like, had it full of alcohol or something.
For real? Or anything, something worse, you know?
Worse, and not even check. I was like, all right, whatever. But overall, it just depends, you know, there's thousands of security guards, so you never know.
And even more thousands of people coming through.
And then also, like, maybe you catch them when they're, like, have energy and they're chill, but being there for, imagine 10 hours, 10,000 people have gone by, you're like, next.
Yeah, no, bless all those workers, man. Like, they got the really hard jobs. My brother used to be a bathroom attendant at Coachella. He said it was, like, tough. It was really tough.
And they can keep those bathrooms clean. I like the way they rotate. I don't know how often they clean them, but they're pretty good. The only mess up, some of the problems at Coachella was the bathrooms by the Sahara tent were way too small. Yeah. And then that was always a huge line and just delaying everything.
I saw that there was like a flood or did you see that? Like something flooded between Sahara and Quasar on Sunday?
Maybe someone like broke a sprinkler or something.
Broke a valve or something?
Yeah, it was like that happened weekend 1 too. It was just full of water. Not as full, but I heard actually I didn't leave the Sahara till on Sunday. I stayed after watching. What did we watch? Oh, well, I ended up watching J Balvin. Then I did go to Sahara, but I stayed for the last 2 artists. So it was DJ Snake and John Summit. So I didn't leave the Sahara area for a while. Okay. And then I was at the Quasar for Diplo too. Oh, that was before J Balvin.
Did you like the 3-hour sets? Like kind of you can just come and go whenever?
Yeah. I mean, I didn't sit there for 3 hours.
Of course,
like
yeah.
I'm pretty sure there's people that did.
Oh yeah, I bet.
The people in the front, they're like, hell yeah, 3 Hour Roofers, the Soul Set. That probably was amazing.
Yeah.
But, you know, I had to see other artists. Like, I always like, if it's a DJ set versus like a real artist, most of the times I'd rather see the real artist.
Yeah.
It's just like, I don't know.
But you're like a big fan of like EDM and like stuff like that, right?
I mean, I do like it too.
Yeah.
I mean, like, I ended up watching.
Just at Coachella, probably like the amount of talent you could be seeing probably outweighs the DJ or something.
Yeah, so it's like Doja Cat, whatever she's going to do with the headliner budget is going to be crazy. You know, she's getting paid the most. She's bringing all kinds of choreography, and she had like 7 outfit changes. There was like a T-Rex, and like at one point, I was like, it was pretty sick. And I didn't even know her music. Like, I know some songs, and I thought she was really cool.
Yeah.
Tyler, the Creator, all energy, you know, like
blowing out of the RV, blowing up.
just like a cool, chill, like stage design he had.
Yeah.
So things like that is like, even Lana too, I gave her a chance, you know, for like the 30 minutes, because I don't know, I respect them having that budget. Like, I know as artists, or I put on shows, they're small shows, but even putting little shows like, oh, we're trying to make, let's have this or something on the LED, or how can we make this show a little better? Maybe add some sparks, you know, like we're like a super low budget, you know. No, and these guys with like millions of dollars budgets, like they're doing the best in the industry. And then the camera work is insane. Like, it's like a movie. The whole set is like, they know where to look, and like the cameras are moving. They do POV shots and drone shots.
Yeah, did you see they had a, I don't know, I think it was at the main stage. I saw a video on Facebook because I didn't see it personally, but they had a RC camera like on wheels, like getting shots at the main stage. Did you see that? Yeah, that was cool. I've never seen something like that.
I saw it during Peso Pluma. So on weekend 2, I ended up, I camped out from La Uzi, went to the front, and then I went in there all the way. So I was actually in the front pit for Peso Pluma.
That's dope.
And that's where I recorded. I know I saw a video on Instagram where it's just like a bottleneck of people trying to leave and people coming in.
Yeah.
That was leaving. So on the way in, it was kind of like the same. We were like super squished.
Excuse me.
And then the Lil Uzi fence on one row, then we're going that way, and then the next row is Lil Uzi fence. It just created like waves of people.
Yeah, same after leaving No Doubt. It's like all the girlies leaving No Doubt and all the dudes entering Tyler.
Yeah. They're all going to, I don't know, John Summit or whatever. But yeah, no, for sure, it's it gets bottleneck in the front. But once you're getting there, it's pretty chill. I actually never go to the front. It's rare. Yeah. But I just...
well, you have an eye for like sound and production and stuff, so you probably want to get like close to the booth or something, right?
I always think try to where the producers are, right in front of them, because they get the best view, because they're producing the show.
They got to see everything.
They got to see the stage, the screen, you know, like they're... And they add to the performance. So like when Peso Pluma was doing certain things where like he was rapping straight to the camera, you're watching Peso Pluma on stage doing that, but it looks super cool on the camera because it's like there's people behind him, and it's like, you know, so it's kind of watching both the full show. Yeah. So what was like your top 3 sets of?
I was thinking about it right now because we talk about all this huge production and stuff, but I think the best that I saw was like a surprise set that popped up at the Do Lab, which is like the smallest stage at Coachella.
Yeah.
Still pretty cool, but like lowest budget at Coachella, right? And yeah, it was this guy named Mark Rebier. Have you heard of him?
Mark Rebier.
So he played at Coachella last year, and they call him Loop Daddy because he has a keyboard that's hooked up to his interface so he can get any instruments he wants on the keyboard. Yeah. And he has a looper. So he just makes beats from scratch on stage. Live? Yeah, and it's all improv. So just make it up, and then he's kind of like, he likes to do like joke music, kind of comedy music. Yeah. So he's like, at the Do Lab set, he's like, do not lab. Okay, do lab. Boom, and makes the beat. And then he did a song, he's like, pay your fucking taxes, pay your fucking taxes, and made just a song from scratch, top of his head. But that was really cool. It was on Sunday. It was the hottest day, and at the Do Lab, they had those huge water cannons. Yeah. So me and Alyssa were just getting like soaked, and he jumps into the crowd, like he's just wearing his underwear. He jumps in the crowd with a bottle of champagne, spraying it over to everybody. That's crazy. It was such a party, dude. It was like, it didn't really feel like you're at Coachella. Like, it was just so much fun. It's like a private show over here in the corner of Coachella. It was so dope. But
yeah, the surprise Do Lab sensors.
Yeah, I think he was number 1 for me. Number 2 was probably the Addicts.
Oh, I didn't get to see them.
Yeah, they're a punk band from like the 80s. But dude, like so much energy. The guys got clown makeup on.
Like Clockwork Orange type shit.
Yeah, they kept showing that on the screens behind them. But we were front row for that in Sonora. Crazy energy, bunch of mosh pits. People were like jumping up on stage to stage dive, and they're like, "Please don't jump on stage." Like,
They said,
come on, bro, it's a punk show. What do you think was gonna happen? But he's cool. He's throwing out playing cards. He have a song called Joker in the Pot or Joker in the Deck or something like that. And he's throwing out playing cards. And then he has a song called Chinese Takeaway. And he's there eating noodles and it's all confetti and he's like throwing it to the crowd.
Dancers just like doing the show with the show.
Doing a show with, I love bands that like have that extra, I mean, I wear the shark hat on stage, you know, of course I do.
You see the Aquabats though.
Dude, yeah, so we got there a little late on Saturday. I really wanted to see them, but traffic was kind of a mess.
Yeah.
When I didn't think it was going to be like a lot of traffic at 3 on Saturday, like it was weird. So we got there and we waited in line and we caught the last few songs. But yeah, it was a party, dude. They had the big inflatable sharks and the beach balls and there was pits for that too. It was just super fun.
That sounds super sick. What time would they play?
They played at like 3 at the Sonora.
Early.
Yeah. But they were really fun. I'm so bummed because the guy who the main guy in the Aquabats created that Yo Gabba Gabba show.
Yeah.
Did you see the videos of them? Like
I got a video of them.
Did you meet them?
No, so I was walking away on the artist pass section.
Yeah.
And I was on my way to see Sabrina Carpenter.
Uh-huh.
And then I'm like walking in, and then I got videos of them like walking out, and then they're like waving at my camera and shit.
Oh, dude, I'm so jealous.
The week 2 vlog.
Dude, yeah, I was like,
and I don't know who they were. I'm like, who the fuck are these guys? I'm all vlogging. I'm like, some randoms just walk by.
Some weirdos dressed up. Hey, Coachella attracts the weirdos, man. Nah, but yeah, I was so bummed I missed them because they came out like the second song for the set, and we caught the end. But then we went to go get merch later, and they had a Yo Gabba Gabba shirt, so I bought the Yo Gabba Gabba shirt. Like, it counts. No, it just has Yo Gabba Gabba on it. Yeah, all the characters. But nah, you need to send me that video, dude. That's awesome.
No, I'll send it to you. I was actually editing the video. I'll show it to you. It's on my computer. I'll show you after the podcast.
And your top 3?
My top 3?
If you had to pick. And I guess it could be both weekends.
Definitely No Doubt. No Doubt felt like a big, like, watching it was just, it felt like a headliner, like, Doja Cat was fire. I started weekend 1, I didn't see her weekend 2.
Even for someone like that's not really, you said you hadn't listened to her music, right?
No, I mean, I know.
Oh, okay.
I know a lot of songs, but I'm not a fan. My wife's a fan, but like I said, it was just all the production. The production, and she actually freaking rapped every single song. Like, she did a rap show, so she didn't do a lot of her pop songs.
Okay.
She's trying to go away from being like a pop star. And the T-Rex just blew my mind. And then she started off her set with like, I don't know where they were from, but they were like an a cappella group, the first song. And
like a barbershop quartet?
It was super sick, yeah.
Cool.
Like, they had an a cappella group. She brought Tizo Touchdown, and like, then she had like these railings on top of the stage, and there was like people dancing in like, to me they looked like bats, but they were like these black costumes, and they were just like, the stage was moving, and there's people dancing on it while she's rapping like in the center of the stage. So it just looks super cinematic, and like I was like, damn, that's super sick. Then she ended her show doing like a mud performance. I don't know. She was rapping full of mud. They literally watered dirt, and she was covered in mud rapping, and there was like people dancing with her.
That's crazy.
I don't know. It was really just a performance, you know?
Yeah.
So, yeah, Doja Cat, No Doubt, and I'm gonna be biased, but Peso Pluma.
Dude, be biased, bro.
That shit was straight fire. Too.
It's not even biased when he's like literally like the most popular. I don't think that's like.
Yeah.
I don't think that's like a bad hyperbole to say he's like the most popular Mexican artist right now, right?
And he had the biggest song of the year. So Ella Baila Sola was the most streamed song of 2023. All languages, just
global.
And he brought in Eslabon Armado because he's actually featured on that song, which was crazy because when he came out on Jimmy Fallon, he was featured on the song, but Jimmy Fallon invited him last year, and not the other group.
Oh.
So the other group was they kind of had a little feud.
Oh, really?
The two for like almost a good year. They had a feud, and then he brought him out. So it's kind of like, cool. Oh, we're cool again.
Cool
again. Like, that's sick. So Eslabon Armado, I feel like they have a good chance to come to Coachella even next year. They're pretty big. Maybe like a 6-7 p.m. Not too big. You know? Maybe at the Sonora too, like how they had Danny Lux. But yeah, so that was a good moment bringing them, and then he brought Anita. So I had a lot of predictions that actually I predicted Shakira, Anita was gonna come out,
Yeah.
Earl Sweatshirt. Like I was wrong on some other things, but for the most part, it was. You kind of see it like once you're. I've been covering Coachella for a few years, so you kind of see the trends. It's like,
Yeah.
oh, this person's just dropped an album. Or, this one's going on tour. She's gonna come out
I can't believe Shakira's gonna play at Axshire, bro.
twice.
That's crazy. That's
2
gonna be
nights
nuts.
to start her tour.
That's so crazy.
Dude, the tickets were so expensive. It was like $300, $700 tickets, bro.
That's. I mean, hey, bro. Like I always like in your videos. I think you would say like, it's like when they had all the drama with Shakira playing Coachella or not. You're like, Paul, she's got a statue. Like, what do you mean she can't play Coachella? She's got a gold statue.
It's crazy.
But yeah, I think the biggest missed opportunity for guests was that Sublime didn't have Gwen Stefani come out for Saw Red.
Yeah.
Like I was expecting that to happen. Like they're playing together. Like who knows if No Doubt is gonna play again after this? Like it was weird. Yeah.
It's probably like a one-off thing. Or unless I don't know, maybe they're planning a tour. A lot of Coachella artists. So Coachella is crazy because Coachella is not only a music festival for 200,000 people that go, but it's on YouTube. It's millions and millions of people are watching these sets. So what they do is they're basically big promos. Like, oh, we're gonna go on tour. Fucking here's a 1 hour live stream.
Yeah.
Boom, that show's crazy. Oh man, we gotta go. They're gonna go on tour. Or they're dropping new music and they're like, oh fuck, that set was crazy. Oh, they just dropped a new album. Or they drop a song like on Thursday right before they play Coachella, and they're like, "Oh, we just dropped a new song."
Even artists that aren't even play Coachella too, like drop stuff around Coachella, or like they put billboards out here in the valley because they know everybody's gonna be watching
passing
that.
by, and
it's crazy.
It's like the Super Bowl of that's what they call it, Super Bowl music festivals.
Super Bowl music, yeah.
But it's all because of the stream. And even the camera movements that we see, they look so sick. Not because they do want to give the audience a good experience, but because it looks so sick.
Even better on
the stream.
Yeah.
Now millions of people are like blown away, and then the people in live are blown away. So it's just like it just keeps getting bigger and bigger. This year, they didn't sell out fast. Tickets were pricey, but I think it's just the economy. Everything's so expensive right now.
Because like I feel
what do you think is why they struggle to sell?
Oh yeah, I was gonna say because I mean I think it was a thing of like you look at the lineup and it's like. Tyler, Doja, Lana, like all of them are. You could see 2 or 3 other festivals that they're playing at this year. It's kind of oversaturation. Like excluding No Doubt, there was no like exclusive headliner, one of a kind headliner, or even like top of the music world right now headliner. But they all turned in like really, really. I mean, Coachella always does that. Like your Coachella show is going to be like career defining, right? It's going to be make or break. So they all turned in really, really good shows. So, but just looking at the lineup, you're not going to know that, It's like, oh, I could save $300 and go to a cheaper $250 festival and see Tyler or see like whatever, however much Camp Flog Gnaw was, not as much as Coachella. So that's probably why. But people, I think everybody that went doesn't regret, going like paying that money because it's worth it.
Because we were just talking about Shakira. Like, you got to pay $600 to go see for 2 hours of entertainment. At an arena, which is super cool, the more dedicated fans, but it's like you're paying $600 for 36 hours of the best artists from all over the world. Hatsune Miku, that you're probably never gonna go to a concert or ever see them on the lineup ever again, like No Doubt, super rare. And then you have like the biggest DJs right now. You had DJ Snake coming back, final performance of Coachella maybe. Up and coming artists, it's like everything. Even the up and coming artists, this is their moment. Yeah. So they pull out all the stops. Shows. Yeah. And from that they grow. It's definitely worth it. It's definitely worth it if you like music. If you're gonna go to concerts throughout the year, or even movies. I always tell people, I'm like, you spend $20 on a ticket for 2 hours, and then you gotta buy popcorn and do all this, and then maybe you go with 2 people and you're spending like $80, $100 for 2 hours of entertainment. Then you watch 10 movies, that's $1,000. Like, might as well just save up. Don't go to movies, save up for a few months. Don't go to as many concerts, save up, and go to Coachella's. Yeah. You'll see every artist you wanted to see throughout the year, and even more things you couldn't expect. Super crazy guest headliners. Yeah. It's pretty sick.
Surprise sets, yeah. I was talking to my friend Caleb about this last year, today actually, and he was like, because he's from the Valley, but he moved out. He lives in Santa Barbara right now. Yeah. And he's like, yeah, like I always say I'm not gonna come in the last minute and I get a ticket.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I think just like leaving the festival, like all the music you discovered makes it worth it. Cause like even if the headliners are like weak, the undercard is always stacked. There's always like bands that either you've never heard of or would never have the chance to see in America, let alone in Indio, California, you know, stuff like that. They literally
come. If you're local.
Yeah,
bro.
like
oh my god, that's another thing. It's like if you're local, you don't gotta pay for travel. You don't gotta pay for hotels. You know, like $600. I know people that spend that and buying things that.
That's the way I justify all the shows I want to see at Acrisure. Like, yeah, it's the same price as like going to see them at Staples Center or the Crypto Arena or whatever arena, but it's like you're saving all the money on gas. And you can eat at home, you know, stuff like that.
Exactly, and driving 2 hours at 12 from LA to India.
That's not it.
Dangerous.
You could be home in 30 minutes.
Yeah. I know. I went to see. I remember. I think my first show at Acrisure, or one of the first ones. We're like, oh, that show was sick, and then we're like, oh, we're home like 10:30. Like, I'm like, what? Why are we home so early? You know, or like 11. We're like, damn, what's there to do? You know?
Yeah, but no, I think you're right. I think every local should make at least try. Try. Because it's like right in your backyard. It's like such a blessing to have the world come to you. You know, the world of music is coming to you. Like,
and bro, I've been taking advantage of that. I'm not like. All these opportunities that are happening, or that it happens here, they all come here, and it's like, why not just fucking? You know? I mean, you're doing the same thing. You're getting exclusive interviews with some big artists. Yeah. But they're literally coming to your town.
For real, like, I don't have to travel. I get all these emails for like doing coverage in New York City, LA, stuff like that. I'm like, dude, like they come to me, man. Why would I need to travel? I don't need to go anywhere.
And then that's also the part of the internet. You could just do something digital, and then Coachella just somehow, whatever you do, Coachella, anybody you're talking, the music industry is gonna come to Coachella at one point. They're all here, producers, DJs, these as fans or playing.
And it's been so cool to see recently, like, you know, there's that age-old thing of being from the Valley. You tell someone where you're from, and they're like, oh, like, there's a place there? Like, not just the festival, but all this stuff that's happening with the local music scene here with, you know, Desert Underground. Now, you guys are working with the city of Indio. Like, I don't think that's going to be a conversation much too longer. Like, people are definitely going to know, like, Indio is a city because it has, of course, not the same caliber as a global festival like Coachella, but it has a scene, it has a thriving music scene, it has venues, and it has all this stuff, you know, going on. It's like, you say from Indio? Yeah, I know that, not just from Coachella. You know?
Yeah, and it's...
Not just like, how far is that from Palm Springs, you know, so kind of stuff.
I heard a rumor, I don't know if it's true, but I heard that they might build another arena or some shit.
In the Valley?
Yeah, like more on the east side.
Like same size or what?
That's what I heard.
Oh, really?
Like, I don't know. It's just a rumor. I heard it from multiple people, but I don't know if it's true.
If multiple people say it's not a rumor, right?
Someone's spreading false information. Come on.
Same source you get your guest appearances from?
My guest appearances, yeah.
Hey, we got Shakira staying at the Hilton, bro.
I did get a tip on Bad Bunny last year.
I remember that, yeah.
The homie's like, hey, Bad Bunny's team just booked like 17 rooms, all the dancers. I'm like, oh, hell yeah, Bad Bunny's playing.
Everybody, yeah. But I mean, I think that's another reason why like this year's lineup like didn't sell as good as like the year when Bad Bunny played, because that year he was the #1 artist in the world. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's
well, even that and Blackpink, you know, one of the biggest K-pop groups. And then you had Calvin Harris returning. Who was the third headliner?
Well, they had Frank.
Oh, Frank Ocean. And that too, that was his first performance in 7 years. And what you were talking about, like, the exclusivity.
Yeah.
You'll never see Bad Bunny and Frank Ocean in the same fucking lineup. Yeah. That's crazy. And Calvin Harris and the Stag lineup underneath, you know. So.
I think Coachella needs to always have, like, some...
Well, this year was no doubt.
Yeah. I mean, it's good that, like, the amount of music that they share and, like, the global scale of everything that they share, but I think, like, without the exclusivity, it can dial down a little bit.
Yeah. It definitely, I think they learned their lesson. I think, hopefully they learned their lesson.
Hopefully, yeah. And it's weird, too, because there's a lot less bands that played this year than last year. A lot less artists. And they still, like...
Yeah, they added the Quasar, maybe for that.
Maybe. So that's where all their budget went to moving everything around.
They had a new Quasar, New Sahara, more land.
Maybe, you're probably right.
It's a lot. But also, that Quasar stage was super crazy.
Dude.
That's expensive, futuristic, you know.
I saw the videos talking about, like, it's going to be the future of festival stages or just DJ music. I was like, this is cool.
And they did get some big names come out. So they have the best technology because it's also different companies do different stages. So the Sahara, I don't know, like I couldn't think that could get bigger or better, and it just the way they set it up now is just long. It's longer and the screen is bigger, so now you could actually see the artist up close. You could actually see the artist. Before it was like if you didn't make it in, it was like, oh, he's over there.
I kind of see him, yeah.
Now it's and then also taking it away from the entrance, it did help out. It's still bottlenecks around the Quasar, but before it was like you enter and it's already a mess because people are trying to go there, trying to go to the Mojave tent.
Yeah, I remember like when Emo Night played Sahara, like around like 5-ish, you know, sometime when people were still getting there. Yeah, it's like it was super, super packed. But yeah, I like that they spread it out a little bit more.
The other thing I didn't like was T-Pain playing in the Heineken.
Yeah, I saw you weren't able to get in. Bummer.
Dude, I didn't even try. Like,
oh, too long.
I feel like we should have camped out, but we were watching. I forgot who we were watching, and then we were watching Sublime, and we're like, oh, Sublime. And then we were like, oh, we're just waiting for Santeria, and it was just the last song.
Well, yeah, of course.
And then like we're midway through Sublime, we had a friend, we ran into him, and he's like, oh, I just came from the Heineken, the lines from the Heineken to the outdoor theater right now. And I was like, and it's already full inside. And I was like, fuck, I'm not even gonna walk to that.
Yeah.
So T-Pain should have been like outdoor theaters, even main stage. That fool's got hits. But you know,
I've never been to that stage. So the Heineken House, I've never been in there. Yeah,
it's a really small stage, and I guess it's a good way to like get away from the heat, just relax. There's people that are there at night though, during the headliners and shit. Yeah, that's what trips me out, bro. It's like you have these crazy, but then they're like, oh yeah, techno. I'm just in the Yuma.
Yeah,
it's all right.
Some people they just stay in the Yuma all day.
12 hours.
Yeah, that's crazy. Party with the little shark.
The shark. Yeah, it's
cool.
People have different ways to have fun.
And I liked how they have like different people run each stage. Like this guy Rene from Viva Music, he does the Sonora, and he does like Viva Music in Pomona, like the festival that they have out there. So all the like indie bands play there. You know I've interviewed him before. Yeah, he's cool.
Yeah, I met him a few times. He's a cool guy.
But yeah, I mean, did you see? I didn't get to see them because there was conflict with somebody, but. Brutalismus 3000.
I couldn't see him either. Bro.
They were put him inside the Sonora. I was like, that's nuts. Yeah.
I saw some videos. That shit looks sick. Who did I see? Because they play like at 9 p.m.
9. Yeah, I think they conflicted with No Doubt. I think it was No Doubt and Ice Spice and Brutalismus all at the same time. Something like that. Yeah, some bummer conflicts, but like, how many people are really fans of all three of those people? Yeah. You know, it's like a weird niche.
I would watch all three.
Yeah.
Yeah, Brutalismus was one I wanted to see. Clowncore, another one. I didn't see them. I saw a little bit of Atarashi Gakko.
Okay, how were they?
They were fire, bro. Sick. Like their dance moves, and they were in like
all synchronized and
like
stuff.
I don't know what those outfits, kimonos or something.
Okay.
It was just super sick. They were badass. I saw Lil Yachty. I thought that was a little. See, the way I experienced it, because I don't know every song. I only knew a few songs. To me, it was kind of like boring. I was not boring, but like I had just left J Balvin, and I'm like, damn, that shit was just straight up like reggaeton EDM. Fucking Will Smith came out. There's aliens.
So random.
And then like we were like, oh, let's go. We're gonna go see DJ Snake, but I was like, oh, we had said we were gonna see Lil Yachty the whole time. Yeah, let's go see Lil Yachty. So we watched the beginning of Atarashi Gakko, maybe like 20 minutes. Then we went to Lil Yachty, and then it was just like a rock show, kind of moody, some moments, and then I was like, I don't know, it wasn't what I expected, you know. But like, if you know every single song, it was super cool for you, you know. So those people probably had a good time.
Somebody, when I was doing some interviews backstage, somebody told me like, oh, I heard somebody that works for Coachella and like for Golden Voice, and was like, oh, there's a rumor that Drake's coming out for Lil Yachty. I'm like, well, is it a rumor if you're telling me? Like, you work here. She's like, oh, I just realized I'm talking to press. I mean, it is still a rumor. I don't know if he's going to come out.
That would have been crazy.
I know. I was telling my girlfriend, I was telling Alyssa, I'm like, I don't think he's going to come out. But, like, that'd be crazy if he did.
Dude, that'd be insane. And some of these foods come out in these, like, smaller...
Yeah,
you
it's
would
surprising.
think main stage, yeah.
Yeah.
I thought Taylor Swift was going to perform on this week.
Oh, you think so?
because she just dropped a new album, but she doesn't need it.
I think, she definitely doesn't need it.
She was already like pre-sold like 1 million copies.
Yeah, if she headlined, it would have sold out, no problem.
Like in 2 seconds.
Not even close.
So now they have
people would have camped out. Like if she played Sunday, they would have camped out Friday, like at the main stage, like not even left. She's got a crazy grip on society and on her fans, bro.
Yeah, she's the biggest artist in the world.
And you see, there's a video of Travis Kelce drinking Coachella Valley Brewing Co. beer.
Really?
Yeah,
That's
they posted it. I'm like, that's dope.
I didn't see that. I know she was there for Dom Dalo on Sunday.
Yeah.
But who do you think would come? Who would you like to see at Coachella 2025? And who do you think might come to Coachella 2025?
That is crazy, dude. I mean, I was looking at the 2020 lineup today and like, I don't know if they're actually broken up, but like Rage Against the Machine, they still owe us. Like they were supposed to play in 2020. That was supposed to be such like a goated lineup.
I know.
But
that lineup was insane.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
I hope they play 1 year, but they said they're broken up, you know. So
well, they broke up for now.
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe if they just broke up, like for them to just perform right away is kind of.
Yeah.
Maybe we have to wait another year, maybe.
Yeah. But it's bummed. Like that whole, did you follow like that whole tour reunion tour that they did?
Yeah.
Yeah, like he got injured and then there was a bunch of drama.
Yeah.
So it's like, dude, like every time they try to get back together, something bad happens. So.
Yeah. But it's gonna happen.
One day, yeah. I know
either that or I was thinking they would bring them for like if they do another power trip.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Like that would like them and like I don't know.
The next power trip.
Some of it down.
Yeah, the next power trip should be all 90s because they did 60s and 70s with Desert Trip, and then Power Trip was like 80s, 90s, and then they should do like 90s, 2000s with the next one. That would be so dope. Like Foo Fighters and
that'd be sick.
Yeah, Pearl Jam. That would be sick.
Yeah, I could see them coming for that. Like more hard rock fans and generic Coachella fans.
I'm trying to think who else is like super popular in music right now because the most modern stuff I was listening to was for Coachella. I don't know, like I'm always with the people like what do they call it? Like stuff that'll never happen. So like, you know, Daft Punk or like White Stripes or something like crazy, but that probably won't happen.
Daft Punk is gonna happen when
you think so?
They also broke up right now.
Yeah, they're also broken up.
They're separated, but that could be the perfect returning to the desert. Daft Punk that would sell out in 5 seconds too.
Who are like some realistic people you think would probably be there?
Realistic?
Yeah.
I still think Travis Scott. I really thought he was gonna be here this year.
Oh yeah, Travis.
Like
yeah.
But I think he's still finishing Utopia tour. But he sold out like SoFi. He had the biggest show at SoFi history, like hip hop or whatever. Travis Scott next year. I think Karol G. She had like also sell out. She sold out like stadiums, like 100,000 every fucking time. And then Taylor Swift, but I know she's a big like she won't like she doesn't need they can't offer her enough money. You know, she's gonna have to want to do it.
Have to want to, yeah. And who's gonna tell her she's gonna still be as big next year? You know.
Yeah, that's true. No, but when she performs, I'll be like,
oh, it's still, yeah.
But yeah, I think it's Karol G, Travis Scott. Those are my two. Maybe Taylor Swift. Headliners.
I'm trying to think of like,
I don't know,
modern people, and I don't listen to
Olivia Rodrigo. She's too not big enough, right?
She could probably sub-headline.
Sub-headline, sure. Not headliner.
No.
Javi's gonna be on the lineup. Yeah.
Who's that? I don't know.
He's blowing up in the Mexican regional. Okay. Like, his latest single dropped the same as Peso Pluma's like single, and his fucking destroyed it. So this was like on a come up. He's like 18, 19 years old, I think. I don't know how old he is, but he's the next star in that regional.
Yeah.
I think Grupo Frontera is gonna come next year. Yeah.
That'd be sick.
Yeah, I gotta do more research. But for headliners.
Childish Gambino announced he's putting out his last album. Right? I don't know if you think he'd play again so soon. 2019, I think he was there last. He
was a headliner, so I could see him coming back as a sub-headliner because now you had Blur come back.
Yeah.
You had Calvin Harris come back as a sub-headliner, so I could see him. Yeah, that'd be sick. I like Childish Gambino.
Yeah, he's dope.
Drake would be a good headliner.
That'd be crazy.
He'll be a badass headliner because he was here 2015, but now in the last 10 years, he's dropped way more music, way more hits. You know, now he'll be fucking legendary, bro.
Yeah, because people didn't really like his last time he headlined, huh?
No, it was kind of boring because he was playing his new stuff and it was slower.
Yeah.
And like
the stuff that everybody likes now.
Yeah.
10 years later, it's like, that was the good Drake.
it was. Yeah, it would have been exactly.
He was 45 minutes late.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
true. He was late. Yeah. Is that when he was? He
With
brought
Madonna.
out Madonna.
And then she
Yeah.
kissed him. It was just
so
awkward.
weird.
The whole
yeah.
show was just awkward, bro.
Yeah.
So I feel like if he came now, it's
Yeah.
fucking badass. Like just all these hits since 2015 to now, plus older hits. You'll bring like, especially if you're a headliner, you're gonna bring all these badass.
Oh yeah, he's got everybody he's working with.
So Kanye headlining, I just don't think they would take the risk. Maybe returning to the desert, but even then, like you can't like commit for him to sign something in January. Like, oh yeah, I'll play in April because 4 months later that was gonna be doing something else. You know?
Or maybe if they do like what they did at Rolling Loud, like a Thursday night,
like a last minute.
Yeah, campers only listening party or something.
Maybe how campers only.
That'd be crazy,
at the same mountain.
Yeah.
Because that's how they added Vampire Weekend and Kid Cudi.
Yeah.
They could probably add him if he commits last minute, like a listening experience.
You think now every year they're gonna expect like a new person every week?
Yeah. Well, it's been 3 years in a row.
Yeah. That's cool though that they can do that.
Arcade Fire, Blink-182, and then Vampire Weekend. And now
I was hoping that the week 2 ad would be the Killers. I think they'd be.
I was thinking too.
Good,
I was thinking the Killers. I was even thinking Green Day because they started to come out and like all these like they're doing a bunch of promos,
local shows. Yeah.
I'm like, okay, they're doing a lot of promos they're on like I don't know, Jimmy Fallon or whatever.
They could probably take that No Doubt slot next year.
Green Day, yeah.
I think they're big enough. Yeah.
Green Day's sick.
The Killers, not so much.
The Killers are headliners, bro.
You think they're above Green Day?
Yeah.
You think so?
Hell yeah.
Oh wow.
The Killers are badass. Bro.
Yeah, I mean I don't listen to Green Day, but I always thought that Green Day was
cool,
more popular.
but it's kind of like not that level.
Yeah, I thought they were way more popular. But yeah, I would love to see the Killers.
The Killers are badass.
One band I hope. Oh, sorry, were you gonna say that? One band I hope comes back, and because they're like, from the desert, Queens of the Stone Age. Like, that would be so dope to see them play again. Like they wouldn't sub or headline, like they're not that popular anymore, but they put on a really good show.
Yeah.
Yeah. Arctic Monkeys. Yeah. Although they kind of fell off a little bit.
Whoa, who's Coldplay? Is the ones that's touring right now though?
Yeah, but they do worldwide.
Yeah. Coldplay could headline, but I could see a lot of people being
mad about it.
Yeah. But they're like global, like
that's
superstars.
That's what I'm saying, like as a headliner.
Yeah.
Red Hot Chili Peppers.
Oh, them too. They haven't came since 2013.
Well, they own the production.
And they're the owners, or their production company owns the main stage. They're the ones. I don't know if the main one of the stages, right?
Oh, really?
They own. I don't know who owns a production company associated with Red Hot Chili Peppers. So they're already tied in.
Oh, cool.
They played I think they've headlined 3 times already.
Yeah.
Them returning to the desert, Red Hot Chili Peppers,
sick, yeah.
would be sick as fuck.
I think I saw some rumors about that too. Yeah, but that would be sick.
There's also David Guetta, Tiesto returning. Tiesto hasn't came back in like 15 years or some shit. Or 10, 12.
You think Skrillex alone could do a set?
Skrillex would be a headliner.
Just by himself?
By himself, yeah. That was a big ad last year for him to do that, or for them to do that kind of set. And they did a really intimate set. Like they didn't play any hits. It was just straight up.
I remember watching the live stream. It's just all vibes. Like that was super
even
cool.
The lighting too. They didn't even have all the lights. It was just like them. Like if they were at a nightclub, just 100,000 people just jumping.
It's like a boiler room set.
It was a boiler room, and then everyone around him, like
just so dope.
Fortet and Freddie. Like,
yeah,
but any people you didn't like at Coachella that you're like, they kind of were whatever.
I mean, no hate to Sublime, but like I don't know, it's just kind of weird. It's like they were dope, but it's like at what point is it a tribute band kind of thing, you know? But I mean, they were cool. Like they played all the songs you wanted to hear, like all the hits and stuff. But yeah, I mean, it was just like kind of like it's not the same guy, you know? It's not the same singer.
It's a filler band.
Yeah.
What they do, like in Mexico, they do like Banda Recodo on them. There's these bands that have been around for like 70 years. They used to be around before lyrics. Like they used to just play instruments.
Okay.
And then they started adding lyrics, I think in like the 40s or 50s, I don't know. And then this band has changed like different singers every like 10, 15 years. And then they all become pretty famous. They become solo artists after.
Yeah.
But the band keeps going and they change members, new members, and the name keeps going. They play the songs.
Yeah.
They drop new albums.
Is that why a lot of Spanish bands have like the original like in their title? Because they're the same like.
Yeah.
Yeah. I like Banda El Limón. I think they like the original Banda El Limón.
I don't know. I think that's just a name because they have La Arrolladora Banda Limón. They're both.
There's like 2 of them.
La Arrolladora is one.
El original es otra.
La original es otra.
No, but the original is the first one, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah, it's weird.
The first one.
But yeah, even then.
Yeah.
They have the other ones that are created from that.
Yeah. And it's kind of like a La Lizárraga song. I gotta do like some research.
You can't do that. You get sued right away.
Yeah.
Over there in Mexico, they're from also.
Well, I mean,
Yeah.
American bands too. Like, you know, the band War.
Yeah.
Like, it's just one guy, and then everybody else in War has like a different band, you know. But he got to keep the name, so that's what
So
everybody
he
goes to
just got new
see.
members.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, that kind of works. It's not the same, but
Yeah.
it could keep the legacy of like people just want to listen to that music. You know?
Yeah, and especially his son too. Like for
Yeah.
Sublime, like that was cool.
But yeah, to me too. That's how I wanted to go to
5 hasn't been at Coachella.
Maroon 5's name.
That would be interesting. Yeah.
There's a lot of badass artists actually. Yeah, Abby Carter.
Abby Carter,
year.
yeah. Next up, yep. Mhm.
Some North.
Super talented.
If she wins Idol, bro, hell yeah, do
Dude,
it.
that'd be
Yeah.
crazy.
I think she made it to the top
Katy
10.
Perry been at Coachella?
Who?
Katy Perry?
Yeah, that's where she had the left shark. Yeah,
When was that?
2013, I think. Yeah,
Katy Perry?
yeah, that's where she had the viral like shark came out at Coachella, right?
No, it was at the Super Bowl.
Oh, maybe you're right.
No, I think she's played Coachella.
No, she has.
Katy Perry's played Coachella?
Yeah, because I remember a clip of the California girls.
I don't know.
Maybe it's, I don't remember these days. I don't even remember who played last weekend, bro.
I mean, Snoop Dogg mentions Palm Springs, so they have to play. Yeah.
Yes, Snoop Dogg, I seen that fool so many times. There was one time, bro, oh man, I didn't take any videos, but he had a surprise DJ set at the 29 Casino after Coachella one year, bro.
Really?
We got there was like 10 people there. Nobody knew about it. Like we had seen the flyer or something. We're like, do you think he's actually playing? We're like, let's pull up. So me and Alex, we went. It was free on one of the upstairs like little clubs at the 29 Casino. Boom, like less than like 100 people there.
Wow.
And he was playing like at 3 a.m. just playing a DJ set.
That's dope.
It was so cool. I thought we might have some pictures of
Like
that.
the private event with Roger Waters and did what was the desert trip over there by Joshua Tree, I think, at a restaurant.
Oh, the Pioneer Town.
What did he do?
Is it Pioneer Town?
Happy Harriet's or what?
Yeah. That.
He had a show or what? Or
He played the piano in a couple of his.
no way, dude.
Yeah.
I
Nobody
love.
knew about it though.
Paul McCartney has played there too.
Yeah, he did. Yeah. Did you see what they announced today?
No.
Slipknot at Pappy's.
No way.
Yeah.
When?
Guess how much tickets were?
How much?
$9.
When it sold out?
Yeah,
Well, yeah.
like 8 minutes. That's on Thursday.
This Thursday?
Yeah.
What?
I guess they like,
What's the second version of Slipknot? Because this drummer died.
yeah. But I guess they bought like, covered the cost of the venue and just made the tickets like cheap, you know? And then, yeah.
Dang,
They're
that
playing-
sounds sick.
I know, I was like 15 people away. It shows you how many people were in your line. And then it shows tickets have sold out. I'm like,
Media passes.
I know, we gotta hit him up. Hey,
yeah.
Fuck
Hopefully
yeah.
we can get in. But yeah, I saw that. I'm like, dude, because they're playing that festival in Vegas this weekend, Signy World.
Oh, Signy World.
Yeah, so it's their warm-up show with the new
Yeah,
drummer.
Signy World is sick. I wanna go there.
Yeah. You think System could still play Coachella?
Fuck yeah, dude. System is badass, bro.
Yeah.
That's my.
Political, bro.
It's,
They want to have Rage, bro. That's the most political band ever.
Well, that's true, but these guys are from Iran, remember?
Armenia, yeah, true. Armenian, like, yeah.
I don't know. Well, I mean, Karin Leon had Molotov, and they sang Puto.
Yeah, little Mexicans, bro.
So how was the Key to the City thing?
The French just got finished, but
It was cool. Like, so we ended up going to meet up like at 10, but like they arrived like maybe an hour and a half. He had just landed from a plane straight to there. And then he even like came in and changed there, got
cool.
ready for
he's
like.
been leaving, right? He didn't stay there for a month.
No, he's been leaving. I don't know where he came from. He left and came back.
So he goes in his plane and
So a lot of artists do that. They play Coachella on the weekend, and then like they're either in LA playing another show, or they travel and do an interview in New York, or they do Saturday Night Live something. Then they come back play weekend 2, and then they do all kinds of shit. Some people do stay, but they just I don't know, take advantage of the media that they're at Coachella. But what were we talking about?
Did he perform cutting at the
Oh yeah.
Key
So
to Coachella?
yeah, so he got the keys. He signed a lot of autographs. Like he
cool.
took like an hour signing people's autographs,
That's dope.
hugs and shout outs with like people. He walked around the whole perimeter. It was pretty cool. Then they had like some photo session. Some people that won tickets in the radio station to meet him, like meet and
cool.
greets. I got to interview him. I got in there. I
Sick.
was like, I interviewed him for like 2 minutes and I almost got kicked out. But I had to get in there. Actually, the video might drop soon. And then he performed like 4 or 5 songs with
That's
a
dope.
group, like 3
Oh, with the whole
guitars.
band? Or just a small Cool.
Yeah, just enough, and he performed like 3-4 songs, his famous songs, and people were singing along.
That's dope.
It was cool, like for the people that can't go see him.
Yeah. How do you feel about that? A lot of people have been like, especially the last few years, like, oh, they're giving the keys to people who like have.
I think it's super cool.
Nothing to do with the Valley, but I think it's cool.
There was maybe like 2, 3. It was probably the most packed out of all the artists they've had.
Yeah.
You know, a couple thousand people that can't afford $700.
Exactly.
Let them hear 4 songs. You know,
Yeah.
like I think that's super cool.
And it also does, like we were talking about earlier, like kind of educate these people, show like the real community behind the festival.
Yeah,
you know?
they don't need, because most of the like, well, there's who lives in this
Yeah,
area.
it's like all these people, bro. Like now the artists are actually knowing.
Like, oh
yeah.
shit, there's farm workers. Oh,
Most
this.
of those people work in the festival.
Yeah, and
Yeah,
like,
true.
Not people from India, bro.
yeah.
It's mostly Coachella.
So I thought it was, I like the awareness, and
Yeah.
also the awareness is cool, but people that can't afford it to
Yeah.
see an artist that they like hear a couple songs. I think that's what it's about.
Yeah.
So I'm for it.
Yeah, I think it's cool. And the
Yeah.
one they did, I saw the videos. The one they did with Danny was cool too.
Yeah, that one
In
was
DHS.
DHS.
Yeah.
They gave it to him, and I think it's why not like celebrate that people
That are making it.
are
Yeah.
making something, you know.
I know.
When you go on Wikipedia, it shows like famous people, you know, from your town. From the
Yeah,
town. Yeah, they're gonna be on that list.
Indio High School. A girl, Debbie Derberry or something, the voice of like Jimmy Neutron and like a bunch of characters. She went to Indio High School.
Oh, for real?
Like the 70s or something.
That's cool.
Yeah, I always remember like, oh, that's
Jimmy Neutron was a Raja.
yeah. And Jimmy Neutron was a Raja, red shirt, blue pants.
When I did, so you know Wallow, you know the band Wallows.
Yeah.
So when they played at Coachella and he wore the Indio jersey.
Oh,
you
I
remember
saw
that?
that.
Yeah. So I interviewed them the second weekend, and as the guy's walking me to their trailer, he's like, just to let you know, like you can ask him whatever, but like he doesn't really have much to talk about in terms of like wearing the Indio jersey. I guess people were like getting on to him because like oh, you're wearing a jersey of a school that's called the Raja, like what's up with that? But like you know the local people know that's just
Yeah.
Indio. So I go in and I might have been one of the only local like interviewers there. So I told him, I'm like, yeah, he told me not to ask you about the Indio jersey, but I just have to say, CV High School kicked Indio's ass every year at the Bell game, bro. He's like, damn, you should have brought me a CV jersey.
Yeah. Hey, it says Coachella.
Yeah, for real.
That's like
I'll bring my PE shirt or some shit.
your PE shit.
It's the only shirt I have with the logo on it.
Okay, just paint your shirt yellow.
Yeah, Coachella, and I'll put Valley High School under it.
Valley High School.
I'll small.
Nah, but yeah, no, bro. I think Coachella has a lot to bring to the Valley, and I like how just because it's so popular, they do that. They do the Keys to the City. They did the Farmchella on Thursday, which is like a festival for farm workers.
Yeah.
They bring music, but they also give them groceries and clothes.
cool.
It was cool. Like they donated Pampers. There was like pallets of things that people donated.
I saw that the band that played was pretty
And
popular
then
too, right?
Rancho Humilde, one of the labels, they brought in these artists called Los Farmers, which like fit into the
That's
name.
perfect.
And they're from Paris, California.
Okay.
They blew up a couple of years ago, and they came. They played like 8 of their hits, and then they left. You know.
Yeah, that's
maybe
still
like
cool, though.
25 minutes. Yeah. So it was all this because of the festival. When they all come to our town, it's just why not take
Yeah.
advantage. Super cute. All right, bro.
Thank you,
Well,
bro.
thank you for your time, and
Yeah.
hope you got a good Coachella, and for sure, see you guys next year at Coachella.
But where is Stagecoach Angel at? Type in the comments below, Stagecoach Angel.
Stay squishy.